Flippers, the Great Book of Pinnipedia, Chapter 14, To Seal the Deal. Seals, sea lions, fur seals, walruses. All of them are from the land, the forest, and polar environments that they once called home. They still go home, partially, but they tend to stay in their primary habitat most of the time. At the beginning of the book, small information about them was shared. By now, everything there is to know about them has been revealed. Along the way, many discrepancies have been clarified, truths have been proven, and stories have been told. What an adventure it has been. Now, there may still be questions that take a long time to answer. Some may even take significant scientific research. Pulling many pieces together from sources in every corner of the internet, literature, and biological data available almost feels like solving a puzzle. This puzzle has two watery eyes, flippers, fins, whiskers, a nose, blubber, and sometimes a ton of fur. It is as complex as it is critical to be understood and analyzed on a far deeper level than simply scratching the surface. Lines of what is true and what has been fabricated by others really hadn't existed prior to now. Anyone could go online and post what they thought was true or accurate, and people believed it. The lack of acknowledgement to those who have done the proper research is towering, and frankly, should not be permitted. Countless other animals of all kinds are explored, yet not one of them is of the origin Pinnipedia, at least not to the scale it should be. Even with the resources gathered in my studies, the lack of hard evidence and proper documentation is staggering. How come errors, the likes of which have never before been witnessed, are overlooked? Why do so many turn a blind eye to such a popular species to be laughed at? What is so fascinating about other animals that pinnipeds do not meet the requirements of? What is so funny about pinnipeds? Why laugh at an animal who's being deeply disrupted? These are questions that are mostly self-explanatory, but do deserve to be looked into. Some lies commonly circulated include: 1. Seals are nothing more than fat and lazy blobs that sit and bark, which is simply not true. 2. Seals have tails. This, however, is not entirely false, just not accurate. They do have tails, but their tails are extremely short and only work as a flap to cover their bottoms. As portrayed by this lie, however, their tails are actually their hind flippers. 3. Seals can balance balls on their noses. Time after time and again I have heard this falsehood spoken. True, earless seals cannot balance anything on their noses. Fur seals, maybe, since they share common similarities to sea lions. As has been discussed, sea lions are the best at doing tricks like balancing balls on their noses. 4. A manatee is a type of seal. Alright, this one is completely ridiculous. Manatees share no relation with Pinnipedia in any aspect. In fact, they are in the same family as elephants. Plus, their origins alone differ from that of a pinniped. Manatees are not related to any aquatic species, only land animals. For all of these reasons and more, the dedication and proof that there is still support and love for pinnipeds is beyond important. Knowing the truth will help all of us, including those who do not yet know the truth about Pinnipedia. Like so many things taken for granted, pinnipeds are a wonder of the world left in the dark, being forgotten and mistreated. With mistreatment comes misunderstanding, so it makes sense why others do not seem particularly interested in clarification on this subject. Regardless, ensuring that Pinnipedia lasts far into the future is absolutely salient.